is a case of you do what you got to do with what you got. And I today have been in the process of moving a fence, putting up some new, with the grandbabies here. They helped me a little bit, and then they left. So I'm out here. It's a beautiful evening out, and so I'm gonna finish this. So we have this old fence back over here. I don't know if you can see that back there, but we have an old fence that we put in, gosh, I don't even know how many years ago. It's an old, like, it's actually, I think, called goat fence. Don't buy it for goats. It's very crappy. It's not very thick gauge, and so they just got up on it and they broke it down. We did have barbed wire on the top of it to kind of keep them from jumping over. Probably not the greatest option, but they did not jump over it, so that was good. Well, we no longer have a lot of goats. We just have the 2 wethers, but we do have 2 jerseys. So I'm actually opening this up here. Let me see if I can change this so you can see that a little bit better. See that fence? It ran up to this post right here, and it did go over to that gate. And that was just cattle panels because it was bad. The fence was horrible. We took it down, and I had a bunch of cattle panels, so we just put them up. Now this is new. I just put this up today. It is not stretched tight, but it is, I think it's going to work. This is more temporary right now, at least for now, because we have all this area in here that we do use sometimes as a garden. It has got a lot of, it looks like a lot of plantain, and just, I think it has clover. It has a lot of things that the cows are really going to enjoy. Everything else is not growing like a whole lot. So I want them in here, and I want them to eat that down. So this is all new. And then I took all those cattle panels that were ran along there, and I'm actually moving them over here. They're all laid out right here on the ground. I have my string up. I have all my stakes out. I'm going to put my stakes up, and then I'll just flip those cattle panels up and attach them. Like, this is what I have. I had, a piece of fence. It fit perfectly here. I didn't have to cut it. This is what we had left over when we put something out for the dogs. It's a good example of what I like to do. What we like to do here, I save almost everything that we use. Any little piece. This was actually a pretty good sized piece, so I'm glad we saved this. We would not get rid of that, but even small pieces, you can use them for trellises in your garden or anything like that. Don't ever get rid of fencing. You can use it to patch. You'd be amazed what I have patched fence with because of the goats. But I'm pretty excited. I'm going to show you, I'll show you the end result, hopefully, if it's not dark by then. But I am going to go and get this other side up, because I plan to move one of the water buckets in here, and that way I can go ahead and let them out in here and not have to put Hattie up in the barn. I can just leave her out because I just put her back out today. So I'll leave them in here, give them some water, and they'll be fine. I'll milk in the morning, and then may milk Saturday. I haven't decided, but I am going to start drying her off because we're going to be gone camping in October, and then I really need to dry her off like at the very 1st of November-ish, and that way I don't have to worry about anybody milking her while we're gone in October. So, yep, so I'm going to dry her up. I'm really going to miss it, I think, missing that, that part of that morning routine and all the raw milk. But I do have enough to last for a little bit, probably about a week or so, and then I'll be back to, I guess, store-bought, or I'm going to have to find somebody around here who's still milking a cow. But I'm going to go get this done before it gets dark, okay? All right, I ended up, if you can see the gap in between those 2 panels, yeah, that's funny. What I should have done was put this fence up first, all down through here, and then when I got to the end, put it across there, because what's funny is I was trying to figure out how to put this end in line, and I was about that much further off. And I was like, no, that's straight. And it just didn't look straight. And so I was gonna move it in this way a little bit, and I didn't, and I should have, because it was about that much. So this would have fit perfectly. I don't know what I was thinking, but I do have a little piece, so that will kind of serve as a little walk 8 area that I can just go in and out of. And then if we need to get the tractor in here or over there, I'll just open up one of those panels, because I do leave one of them where it does not have a fence post in the middle of the panel, and it will stay up and just kind of as a gate for right now. This actually ended up being a bigger space once I got it all put up, but that's okay, because I have this little piece right here that is actually gonna act as a gate. I'm gonna put it on the inside and strap it with a bungee, a nice rubber bungee. And that way the goats push on the fence, they won't just push that open. So if that works, we'll see. Okay, I think we got it done, and I think they're enjoying it. Lots of weeds to eat. Miss Hattie doesn't get in here because she can get out through that back fence. But they have plenty to eat. Lots of plantain, and we had clover in here, so lots of good stuff. Great, that's that. Headed back in, clean up my mess, and help get dinner ready. So hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you use. If you like to use stuff that you have around, if you just kind of make things work, and if you move fences around like I do quite often. So be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.